There's a special kind of rage that comes from being invisible. You could be talented, smart, disciplined, but if the world doesn't see you, it doesn't care. You grind in silence, you bleed in silence, and the people around you, they celebrate mediocrity, applaud cowards, worship loud idiots. You try to show your value, and they scroll past you like you're nothing. That shame, that quiet resentment, it can become your greatest weapon. No warrior understood this as profoundly as Musashi. He wasn't born into a temple. He wasn't chosen, he wasn't trained by masters, he was rejected, abandoned, thrown away by a father who saw no value in him. And what did he do with that humiliation? He weaponized it. He got so good they couldn't ignore him, and when they finally looked his way, it was too late. He had already surpassed every single one of them. Let me show you how. Part 1. Build in the dark until you're a monster. Musashi wasn't supposed to matter. He killed his first opponent using nothing but a wooden stick. No sword, no formal training, just savage instinct and unfiltered willpower. He didn't win because he knew the right moves. He won because he had nothing to lose and everything to prove. Comfort is a sedative. Desperation is jet fuel. Musashi had no titles, no support, no social safety net, but that gave him something far more dangerous: freedom to evolve without rules. When you're building in the dark, no one is watching, but no one is interfering either. You can fail violently, experiment wildly, and push past limits that others won't even touch. You're not trying to impress, you're trying to survive. This is how killers are born. This is how legends are made. You train like a ghost, then you strike like a demon. While others rehearse technique, you're engineering chaos. The only man you should try to be better than is the man you were yesterday. Musashi lived by this statement, and it's more than a motivational quote. It's a commandment. You either sharpen or rot. Most people wake up to comfort. You should wake up to hunger. Part 2. Reject the herd. Belong nowhere. Learn from everyone. The system wants you soft, obedient, predictable. It tells you, pick a side, follow a master, learn the proper way. Musashi thought differently. He became a ronin, a masterless warrior. Social suicide in feudal Japan. It meant no protection, no income, no status. But it also meant he couldn't be owned. He chose exile over acceptance, rejection over belonging, because once you belong, you become a reflection, not a weapon. Musashi taught us that true mastery of one skill teaches us about all skills. But he didn't just study swordplay. He studied everything. Zen monks taught him to meditate in stillness. Artists taught him fluid motion and visual clarity. Farmers taught him efficiency and timing. He became a war machine built from fragments of forgotten wisdom. Most men want approval. Musashi wanted power, and power only comes when you reject imitation and embrace isolation. Want to be elite? Stop being social. Stop chasing applause. Chase silence. Let your name echo in absence. Part 3. Obsession is the only shortcut. From 21 to 29, Musashi entered his forging years. 8 years of obsession. No women, no friends, no fame, just one question. How can I make this better? Every technique, every movement, every mistake. He studied them until they either broke or became a part of him. He didn't chase balance, he chased fire. Comfort dilutes, balance neutralizes, obsession weaponizes. This is the brutal truth nobody wants to admit. You don't become undeniable by being well-rounded. You become undeniable by becoming unnatural. Every second you waste on things that don't move the needle, your enemy sharpens his blade. Every excuse you make becomes an opening in your armor. You think you need rest? Musashi trained until his own techniques surprised him, until his body reacted faster than his thoughts, until thinking slowed him down. He wasn't practicing to get good, he was becoming the weapon. Part 4. Make the world witness you. Here's the final and most painful truth. Skill without proof is invisibility. At 29, Musashi was a ghost, known only in small circles. Dozens of kills, no fame, no following, no name that echoed in the halls of power. This is where 99% of people die, quietly exceptional but unnoticed. They have the skills, but no one sees them. They mastered the craft, but forgot the war. Musashi didn't just keep training, he started demonstrating. More than 60 duels. Brutal, surgical, legendary. He fought with wooden swords against steel to prove superiority. He showed up late to duels, not to disrespect, but to control the frame. He designed every fight to become unforgettable. That's the blueprint. Be undeniable in private, then become unforgettable in public. People don't believe words, they believe proof. Your portfolio is your sword, your results are your armor, your reputation is your empire. And here's the kicker. Musashi never bragged. He built, he documented, he left behind a body of work so brutal and effective that even 400 years later, he's still a ghost in the minds of warriors. Part 5, the world is a war for attention. Win it with dominance. You think people don't see you because you're unlucky. They don't see you because you haven't made yourself impossible to ignore. The weak beg for visibility. The strong make themselves visible by force. Musashi didn't hope for fame. He made it a consequence of violence, proof, and mastery. He lived in caves, ate cold rice, slept on stones. He didn't complain because he wasn't chasing a dream. He was building a legacy. Modern comfort has made you soft. Likes, comments, validation, cheap substitutes for real respect. You want to be known? Be so good they whisper your name when you leave the room. Be so dangerous they pray they're never your enemy. Be so disciplined that your very existence becomes a threat to mediocrity. Part 6, the final war is with yourself. Let me ask you something. How long are you planning to hide? Another month? Another year? Until you feel ready? Until your boss finally notices? Until your ex regrets leaving? Until your parents are proud? Wake up. You already lost the battle the moment you started waiting for permission. Because the world doesn't hand out crowns. It buries them and dares you to dig through blood to earn one. Every second you delay, someone out there, hungrier, angrier, more obsessed, is sharpening their craft while you scroll, while you whine, while you tell yourself, I just need more time. No, you don't need more time. You need more fire. Cut the noise, burn the excuses, eliminate the softness. You want to be feared? Then do what cowards won't. Get so lethal at what you do that by the time they turn their heads, it's too late. They won't know what hit them, but you will, because you built it in silence. You trained in isolation. You sacrificed the comfort. You paid the full price in blood and boredom. You didn't level up. You became the weapon. Part 7, choose your path. You can keep playing pretend. Keep telling yourself you're working on it. Keep talking about someday like it's a promise and not a curse. But deep down, you know the truth. There is no perfect time. There is only the forge. The world doesn't care about your dreams. It respects one thing, proof. You either become undeniable or you disappear. Musashi died alone in a cold, dark cave. No parade, no applause, just his blade, his discipline, and his words. But 400 years later, his name still haunts history. Why? Because he didn't chase attention. He didn't beg for validation. He didn't whimper for balance. He earned immortality through violence, obsession, and undeniable proof. Now ask yourself, what will they say about you? Will your name echo or will it vanish like everyone else's? The clock is ticking. The world is watching. The battlefield is your life. So stop being good. Stop being almost there. And get so great that ignoring you becomes impossible. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, let me know by writing samurai in the comments. And if you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.